outcome. ONIC Esports and as well as BIGETRON will go head-to-head for the second game here. Once again, BIGETRON, can they equalize or will ONIC close this series out with a 2-0 fashion? Land of Dawn we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see.
We're seeing the chants, we're hearing it from the BTR fans in the background. But again, ladies and gentlemen, as we jump into this game, Max has opted.
So into the Land of Dawn we go, ladies and gentlemen, to begin once again to continue the match, the game between ONIC Esports and as well as BIGETRON. It seems like now we are already minute number 1, so we'll have to see. It seems like both rumors, they are already hovering the gold lane area, and moreover, it seems like BIGETRON as well as ONIC Esports, no first blood on the board.
Well, none just yet, but we have to see how aggressive can Samo be, because we said that Samo is good at, protecting, good at rotations. We didn't say that he's good at picking off and setting up plays the same way Godiva is. So him on the Kadita is a very interesting scenario I wasn't expecting to see today.
Something to take note is the fact that ONIC Esports, every single member on their team can really just make plays on the map. Meanwhile, for BTR, it's mostly just the Atlas. If the Atlas gets a massive play, everyone can follow up. Here you go.
Yeah, Kyrie spinning, diving heavily onto his Fala, does not connect quite yet. Fala is able to escape that one as he is still level 3. Now Max, though, is already chunking this turtle. He, with level 4 Fatalings, is ready. Flicker Fatalings to next onto a super. Now take a look at that. The Wombo combo connects. Booth and Carry gets taken down, but on the other side, actually, Suns gets a double onto his Fala, and as well as Max. What the heck happened there? But what an engage, and as well as what a response from ONIC Esports.
That's the thing, like I mentioned, when the Atlas is able to make those kind of plays, BTR, they find a lot of success, but Samo, okay, very close from hitting that Petrifying, but Fala now goes in.
Using that ult as a defense,
he finds him.
Catch Samo actually in the jungles, and Max will have that kill, no problem. Turtle is up, still untouched here, the first one, and it seems like that should be the agenda for both teams.
To answer your question though, how did that happen? How was ONIC Esports able to get a 2-for-2 trade, even though Key was the engager, was the initiator in that fight? Black Shoes. Like Arashi mentioned, easiest answer. With the Black Shoes, just go back to normal. Even though you're CC'd twice, if they don't burst you down completely, you can still come back. And here you go, another fight into the turtle.
Now we'll have to see a retribution battle as Max is also entering that vicinity. Having calmly corrected that turtle. Now heavy spin on towards Max. He gets taken down. Repo trying to find a kill, and he gets it. But now Repo should be a juicy target for Boots. Will he be able to escape? The timing, the mechanics, Repo outplaying Boots. A very rare sight to behold.
Clutch play by Repo there as he pops in the sprint as well. But you can see that right now with the Atlas, Key is actually very active on the map. More active than Samo and Suns, which is very rare to see, right? Again, ONIC Esports, usually with Samo, their rotations are just impeccable. But in this game, it does feel like he has been seen on the map moving around way more. But he hasn't been able to find a lot of crazy picks yet.
He has more space to maneuver because he is a tank, so he doesn't get punished as hard. Meanwhile, Samo, we saw that if he misplays quite a bit, he can get caught out. So it's a whole different playstyle, which is why I was curious to see how aggressive can he go and how crafty can he be, playing with the vision, playing with the backline, with the opportunities to shut down and burst down the backline members from BIGETRON Alpha.
This is going to be tough, again, for BTR, because, like I mentioned, Arashi and Gani, no winning lanes for the side of BTR. Uranus here in the top side going to have a pretty solid time against the Uranus, and in the bottom side, TW should be able to farm very well up against the Irithel. Irithel doesn't really have a lot of pressure here up against a Beatrix, unless it's an all-in. If he plays at range, it's going to be good, but perfect match.
A lot of damage comes through Samo with the disengage. Will be able to escape that one, but in the mid-side, something might be brewing there. But no commitments just yet. Seems like both gold laners, CW as well as Marquee, they will go for the farm approach. And yeah, no team fight whatsoever in the 5th minute.
Marky needs to keep on doing this right here. You know, trying to freeze up the waves, but it's just not going to happen. That's the Renner for you. With the crazy range that you have, you're able to clear out the waves really well. And again, with that ultimate, you can steal away a lot of those like gold buffs, even clearing out the mini waves super fast. And again, with the winning lanes that they have, they capitalize on it, securing another turtle on the map, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. A 1.5k gold lead building up for ONIC Esports here in the 5th minute of the game. As Arashi, it's time for that item check.
Samo HT with the Clock of Destiny already, so things are going well for them. CW with the BOD as well. They have all the burst potential if they can catch BIGETRON Alpha in a tough spot. But Max already has the Hunter Strike as well, so if they can catch a squishier member like maybe Sans here, they can go and capitalize, but he's way too fast with the sprint. So ONIC Esports, man, once they start grouping together, they will have solid frontline in addition to all this utility. It's going to be a very tough nut to crack for BIGETRON Alpha.
Samo also isolated here. Kian as well as Marky trying to find a kill. Fatal Lanes will not connect. Samo with the easy disengage there. And yeah, Key with the thumbs up, and now they want the bot side. Kyrie heavy spin on towards one member.
Oh no, Marky!
He will not be able to survive that one, and now this is Marky Fallon as well as Key bot side flickering away as one structure claimed in the hands of ONIC Esports to the hands, as well as Marky.
His ex-teammate there, he just shoved him back to ONIC Esports to take that kill, and again, CW doing what he's best known for, just taking the turrets in that bottom side with the Renner, clearing out the waves again. He almost took down 2 turrets there, and Max here in the 7th minute. He is equal in terms of the farm with Kyrie, but he's not really able to really burst anyone. Even if he goes to the top side, Uranus, way too sustainable, way too tanky for Max to really put pressure on him. Samo though.
Petrify connects on towards Max. Take a look at the damage. It's not enough damage though, but Kyrie with that fataling actually jumps towards the turret. Still survived though, but what a pressure from ONIC Esports.
That is the burst potential they have, and they're not done yet. This Boots just zones everyone away from the turret while the team takes it. Marky is forced to go away, and Repo here, he won't be able to do anything. He's slowed again and again, and ONIC, they can even go for this if they want to.
Oh my god, 2 HP bars just gone like that. And again, this is what, I mean, we've been saying it constantly, Arashi. BTR, gold lane, XP lane not winning, and even in that mid lane, Fala is struggling because Sans has that ranged advantage.
And he has a clear advantage as well as Samo HT just coming in from the sidelines, maybe tipping the game, tipping the lane, the 1v1 in the favor of Sans as well. So they're in a very tough spot right now, and they don't really have a clear-cut solution. Maybe they can try and flank ONIC Esports if they want to make sure they get comboed like that. It's just a difficult, a very tough game, a tough situation altogether, man.
Yeah, very tough spot here. ONIC Esports establishing a 3,000 gold lead here, Mirko. And BIGETRON, it seems like they are struggling to find an answer. Fala takes just 1 bullet from that sniper shot, almost half HP. He here with that perfect match will be able to escape. But man, what can ONIC Esports, no, BIGETRON Alpha do to turn this game around?
Back again to the first point that I made. BIGETRON Alpha, the way they can win this game is through Key. If Key gets a massive engage, sure, they can still win this game. They can go for a 5-man wombo combo, but how's that going to happen when you have someone, well, not someone, you have everyone who can get away from it, right? Samo with the oddities, Sans with the black shoes, Kyrie with the heavy spin to disengage and give over the space necessary for CW to escape. It feels impossible for Key to look for that crazy moment. They're trying to go onto Samo, but again, that's the oddity.
Oh my god,
wow.
The next one. Key 1 HP. Can he survive this one?
Oh!
Explain catches too, and this might be it. BIGETRON, they take 2. ONIC Esports, they are in shambles. CW, they are running. Kyrie might be next as Kyrie will not be able to escape as Max will take the triple kill. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy series.
Yo, my bad, Key. I doubted you, bro. I mean, I said that it's almost impossible because of how much disengage ONIC Esports have, but Key Key, 1 bar, 1 HP literally. He finds the play to turn the tides, and now BTR, they have an opportunity to go for the Lord.
Boots, though, will not let that happen as Marky taking loads of damage there. Now Samo also on the other side, trying to find a play, and there you go, the play, but Max will claim that Lord as Boots will be the sandbag and will not be able to escape as Killing Spree has been collected. 1 member falls, and Lord falls to the hands of BIGETRON Alpha. Is this the turnaround that BIGETRON Alpha needs, Arashi?
This is what they need. They need to get great fights, good catches, and they got it off the back of an insane play by Key. This is the replay by the Samsung Galaxy A series. It looks like ONIC has the advantage because Samuel has more immunity, but Key with the flicker, he gets Sans, he gets CW, 2 of the most important members on the side of ONIC Esports. If he can continue to find these pickoffs, BIGETRON Alpha, they have a chance.
Again, that was pure class. What the heck? He dodged away from the Angry Blooms, from the Renner shot, and he found the flicker again. Like you mentioned, Rashi, 2-2 core members, and BTR are looking for a flank again.
Okay.
Okay, ONIC Esports, they took it to Lord. Sans popping that black shoes, but Fatal Links connects, and now Kyrie, the heavy spin, will not be able to survive, will not be able to save Sans' life, but Marky taking a load, a lot of damage there from CW. 1 member falls offside. Samo popping the conceal just to escape, as Max and as well as Repo, they are still somehow hunting Samo down. Will not be able to achieve anything though, and it is to reset BIGETRON Alpha now, establishing the gold lead just by a bit.
Wow. Again, Arashi, 1 team fight and the gold lead again. It's over to BTR now, as we are going to take a look at the 11th minute item check. What do you see?
There's plenty of damage available from the side of BIGETRON Alpha. The only issues they've been running into is the fact that they can't lock down ONIC Esports. They can't get the cash they want to. So if you get caught like that with the Fatal Links and you get bursted down before you can use a Black Shoes, before your allies can come and save and bail you out, BIGETRON Alpha, they can for sure just shut down people and delete them, because Fala is going with a very aggressive assassin build as well. So him and Max, right? A good mixture of physical and magical burst. ONIC Esports will need to be very, very careful. And Sans needs to make sure he knows where the Black Shoes is, because BIGETRON Alpha, if they're moving forwards, right? The Black Shoes will automatically put Sans in a worse position. So ONIC Esports, they have to be very tactical with how they want to maneuver around S5.
And look at Marky, yeah? Look at his items. He has those 3 core items to deal damage. And I think he is going to go for that Malefic Roar next for the penetration. Once he gets that, he's going to be able to actually melt down the tanky members of ONIC Esports. I think Boots is also going to have a tough time because BIGETRON have that dominance ice. In a full 5v5 team fight, it's going to be hard, but Kyrie already jumping in, and my goodness.
He catches Key, the core member that caused the initial problems for side of ONIC Esports, deleted. And now ONIC Esports, they are starting to pick up the pace. Take a look at the bot side here, but Samo gets caught in a 3v1 situation. So both roamers, they are down here, and in BIGETRON Alpha, they might look for more. Sans is the next target from Repo. Immediately shoot away by Boots and as well as Kyrie here. Repo taking a lot of damage, but he's okay. He's the mash of the Max here, providing enough damage and as well as backup on the backside, and it is going to be a reset for both teams.
Good recovery by BTR. They know that they just lost their roamer, so they go and they look for Samo. Very good read for them to be able to find him in the bush, but now it's BTR who's looking for the Lord.
Boots penetrating the back side immediately here, providing information. But now take a look at Kyrie. He gets the Fatal Links, and now no for follow-up damage whatsoever. But take a look at the backside. Boots trying to create havoc for his team, and it went. Fala now trying to deal damage. And take a look at CW. He gets the load. Kyrie opening up that heavy spin, providing the disengage. He gets taken down once again. And BIGETRON, they are starting to crumble here in minute number 14.
Again, ONIC Esports turn the tides. They get back. They stay calm and collected. And with the damage that CW has, they don't even need that retribution, Arashi. They take it with a Renner shot, I believe, or a Wesker shot.
I'm just about to say, how is that damage even legal, man? Even when they tried to pick off Key, it took 2 shots to melt a full tank. The main engage, the main front line for BIGETRON Alpha. If the front line melts that easily, the rest of the members don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Or have to see as well right now. So even Repo won't be lasting that much long, especially if CW goes with the Wesker.
And Max has opted to go for the BOD here. So he's going for kind of a glass cannon build on the Paquito, not really having a lot of defensive items, or not having defensive items at all, as CW just goes to work once again. Most turret damage in the league. ONIC Esports trying to siege down the base, already taken down all the tier 2s except for that top side. They're looking for that bottom side. Key has something to say about it.
Fatalings is ready, but Flicker isn't. So BIGETRON, they are able to somehow defend that Lord push with minimum damage, it seems like. Base turret still up and top turret is still up. But take a look at Max here. Oh, Sans gets caught in a very awkward situation.
Wow.
And the burst damage from that BOD is just evidence. Sans immediately off the map.
And this is something that we know about Sans. As a mid laner here, replacing Drian, what differentiates him from Drian is the fact that he's very aggressive. Maybe sometimes too aggressive. Even with the black shoes, up against a Paquito that's 7-2-4, well, 6-2-4 before that kill. It's going to be really hard, man. He just got a BOD. Remember, he's a glass cannon, and that's what he can do. If you play front to back, he's going to have a tough time. But if he finds you like that, you're done for. You can see that still, though, ONIC Esports are holding on to the win possibility there. Win probability presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series with the gold lead and the map pressure that they have.
I think right now, Repo with the build he's going for, the tanky cheese build, he won't be able to 1v1 in that split push situation. So Boots has an edge in mobility as well as sustain. And the scary part about BIGETRON right now, most of the kills are on Max anyway, so he has the bulk of the kills. Unfortunately though, not the bulk of the gold. So Marky will still be able to do a lot of damage if he's left alone, but they have caught up and they have a lot of items available. So the fights now will come down to execution, because you can't really make the case that ONIC Esports have a huge item advantage any longer.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, Julian, though, he added Holy Crystal as well. So highest physical with that BOD in Max's arsenal. Fala adds Holy Crystal as well. The highest magical power in that Julian. Only on their side, Sans, he built a that glowing wand and as well as ice cream wand. So providing utility in that slow effect and as well as burning effects. Lord is up here. What can BIGETRON Alpha do to recover from this deficit?
Well, again, you know, it's going to sound repetitive, but the only one who can actually look for these crazy plays is Key.
Yes.
If Key doesn't go, doesn't get the Fatal Links onto the core members, or at least pressures the core members to back up, BTR have no chance to actually win out a proper team fight here. Remember, ONIC can jump in from different angles. With the Lilia, with the sprint, you have the Nakai that can CC, and obviously Samo. Look at how he's positioning with the Uranus, trying to go for the flanks.
I think an option here for BIGETRON is to, you know, if ONIC Esports are too respectful of Key and his engage, there's a chance that Fala can find an opportunity to try and knock people up and start the fight with the empowered chain. That is still a gamble though. So I think for the most part, BIGETRON, they just have to play it clean and calculative and make sure that their own backliners don't get cut off, because Marky can absolutely do a lot of damage. It just depends on whether or not CW can maybe use different weapons to try and deal that damage faster. As we say that though.
Oh, the flanks, Boots, and as well as Samo. Conceal play onto the backside here. They are targeting Marky. Can he connect? And take a look at that. As the front line now, Samo gets taken down, but take a look at the backside. ONIC Esports, they are heavily trying to take down Repo. And take a look at the backside as well. One member is low. Marky still surviving. Two members, they're low. 1-for-1, Samo and Repo off the map. And ONIC Esports, they got the Lord.
Beautiful play by ONIC Esports. Again, they did lose a member, but it's only a roamer. For the Lord, enhanced Lord this time around, and they also get a pick off onto Repo. So Samo dying there is fine, because he was able to buy a lot of pressure by just jumping in. Even though he missed the Petrify, he missed the Breath of the Ocean onto Marky, it still made Marky look. It still forced Marky to use the sprint. And now ONIC Esports with the Lord at hand, with Samo spawning in 5 seconds, they're going to have the upper hand coming into the siege.
They have a lot more DPS as well, because Sans and CW, again, the siege, the burst potential, it's just so flexible, and BIGETRON, they just are guessing again and again, what is ONIC going to try and do, because they can do so many things. It just makes it very difficult to try and be reactive, to try and predict what they're trying to do. They will be able to clear out the Lord, but they're losing a bunch of towers, and ONIC, they're not done just yet. BIGETRON needs to be very, very careful, because we've seen that they can go aggressive here.
Yeah, base turret number 1 collapsed. ONIC Esports, they are still sieging the base. BIGETRON struggling, not struggling. They are dealing this rather well here, defending the base turret, but top side will collapse as well. ONIC Esports, they are still with the pressure, keeping the pressure so evident. All the jungles will be collected here, but overall, it's going to be reset. Key, though, will try to find a member here as Kyrie might be the target. Doesn't connect the up fatalings just yet. It is still active. Key gets taken down here, perhaps. Immortal Bombs has no members is there to follow him up, but Sam on the front side gets taken down. Now Sans and friends, they are ready for fights. Marquee, 2 members down, and it seems like Winter's Runcheon will be ready for side of Boots, but it is actually be a 1-for-1.
Yeah, both roamers taken down. BTR have lost so much, 2 base turrets in that fight, so ONIC Esports definitely with the better value here. Key built up that Radiant armor, but I think most of the damage onto him has been placed by the man you see at the top of the player gold. Presented to you by UBS Gold, CW, 15,000 gold into this game. And Arashi, the amount of damage that he's been able to output, he got the Lord twice.
It's ridiculous, man, honestly. We can keep saying it again and again. It doesn't make any sense. And now for BIGETRON, it's so difficult because they are now relying on Key making the plays happen, but ONIC Esports, they just wait. They just kite back, poke again and again, and once they saw a chance that, okay, everyone else is too far away to punish us for committing onto Key, they just go for it, and they get the pick off, and they get the objective. So BIGETRON Alpha, they have to mix it up. They have to try and engage with something else. Maybe it won't be as effective, as clean, but it's better than just waiting for Key to get that fight. Maybe Max needs to flank. Maybe Fala needs to do a flicker knockup combo. Something else needs to be done to take the attention of ONIC Esports away from Key.
No one can burst the Uranus as well, Arashi. Because of this, BTR are having a very tough time controlling the map. Uranus is constantly just a threat in that side lane, cutting up the waves. Mashi can do the same thing, but not to the level of efficiency that the Uranus can. And right now, ONIC Esports, again, they're just playing with the Lord here, taking it all the way to a place where they have pressure, and BTR can't really do much about it, right? Again, look at the flanks that ONIC Esports are setting up. When BIGETRON try to disengage Arashi, it's going to be a disaster for them because Boots and Samo are waiting. They're pushing up top side, and someone's going to have to respond with to this.
Exactly. ONIC Esports is just, they're content just doing this again and again. Now, Repo is forced to go back already. Sans has a lot of damage as well, so they can't even carelessly stay inside the bush. Honestly, they have to make it messy, man, because at the most part, even if they both clash, there's a chance they take CW out. That's a better result than just waiting for CW to get a snipe from far away, outrange, away from any danger. If they go and clash and trade the Irritel for the Beatrix, there's still a chance.
Boots jumps in on towards the backside.
Free Lord.
Flicker and as well as Fatalings. Oh my god,
Oh my
Sam on
God!
the backside. Connects on towards two. Fala and Marky was the recipients of that Kadita, and it seems like Marky is still able to survive, but not for Fala. Lord was a rather free and involved Lord, and this might be it. ONIC Esports, they can close the game here.
What did I say? What did I say? Boots, Samo, put your eyes onto them because they have been setting up for that flank all the way since they started the Lord. And now, with the Evolved Lord, it's looking hard for the side of BTR.
Okay, actually getting next on towards to the immediate disengage on that heavy spin. It's so annoying. And now Lord of March is offside. At BIGETRON, they are looking to defend this one with 4. Base turret, the last base turret collapsed. And now Repo jumping onto a CW will not be able to connect to take him down just yet. But now they should shift their focus to the Lord top side. All of the BIGETRON members on deck. And take a look at the damage there. And the base turret is just too exposed. ONIC Esports a clean series 2-0 fashion. Congratulations.
2-0 again in the second game. We did see a little bit more fight from BTR, but in the end, it's still ONIC Esports who were too clean, too calm, and you cannot shake them. Even though they made a few blunders that gave BTR the opportunity to come back, it was not worth it. It was not going to do anything in the grand scheme of things as ONIC Esports. They stayed very, very disciplined.
Wow, I think it's just, if you just go and do the textbook logical things, I think ONIC, there's no way they're going to lose that. I think BIGETRON they are forced into a tough situation. They had to take a gamble, man. Because if they just waited, this is what happens. Everything is just too calm, clean, calculated, and there's no opportunities. So it's crazy how ONIC is able to put BIGETRON at such a tough spot purely based on drafting and execution. And I think, I don't know, man. There's not a lot of teams that I think can actually